Are your tabletops and floors full of random stuff? I know what it's like to live in a messy home. I know how it drains your energy, steals your time, and makes you feel like you're failing. But I also know how it feels like on the other side, when the entrance is clear, tabletops are empty, and your home supports you, not sabotages you. And I want that for you also, from a working parent to another, so badly that I'll keep repeating this message until every person on this planet knows what it's like to live in a home that feels like a welcoming friend. We will go through 5 steps to fix our messy homes. I will reveal why most people can't get their homes working. It is due to one common mistaken thought that they have. Hi, I'm Henna, working mom with 3 young children and 2 jobs. I get to do a ton of decisions at my work and for my family every day, so I realized I do not want to make any more for my home. It needs to function on autopilot. I simply have no time for it to steal my attention. I am from Finland, and here in the Nordics we value calm, we value space, we value homes that feel like a warm hug in the middle of a snowstorm. But make no mistake, even here the clutter creeps in. Earlier my home was so messy that you could not believe. It was a sunny September day when I realized that it is not fine to go on like this. I was exhausted, both physically and mentally. I was sitting on the couch and glancing through my whole living room. I could not move. Not that I didn't want to, but my newborn was sleeping on my lap now that I finally got her into sleep. So I could not move, nor could I sleep. So I stayed there, exhausted and sad, watching the mess. And do you know what? It was not my fault that my home was so messy. And if you live in a messy home right now, I want to make this crystal clear. It is not your fault. You do not need to feel like a bad person for it. It's the pace of the modern life that we need to blame, if someone. Even now, with all my professional organizer techniques and lean minimalistic mindset, the clutter keeps on creeping in. It's the nature of the clutter, and also as humans. But there is a way out. We do not need to settle with this. We can and we will take back our own spaces. In this video, I will tell you my 5 easy steps that are enough for you to win. So 1 point you, the working parent, and 0 points to the creeper clutter that tries to steal our time and space. With these easy steps, you can take back control. It is really simple and easy to remember. We will begin with the C, that stands for clear out. I used to think I was just bad at life, non-organized, that I was stupid for not being able to keep my home in order. I spent hours searching for things with a baby on my arm. I was exhausted, ashamed, and stuck. But then I finally found words for my struggle. I found others who felt the same and had been able to get out of the cycle. I started small, baby steps. And everything changed over the years. Maybe you are right there too. Maybe this is your turning point, and you will now start small. I will tell you how you get out, even when you have a baby on your arms and a full-time job. So I kept feeling like this because I always had to put an awful lot of trouble before I could even start something. I had to clear the kitchen before cooking. I had to clear the table before eating. I had to empty the space before hanging wet clothes to dry. I had to stack clean clothes on the tabletops because they didn't fit into the closet. Clear out this and clear out that before getting anywhere. So this is your sign. If you have to clear out stuff, to do stuff, it has come to the point where you really need to open up your eyes and heart for the change. You deserve it. You can start with 5 steps. It will help you out from this vicious cycle of clutter creep. But what do you clear out? It's not that simple, is it? Yes and no. It is simple in that sense that you only need to choose one area to work on today. Let's say you would like to eat on the dining table. That is a nice goal that I know many families are struggling with. It would be great that everyone would fit into the table, and it would be already empty when you are planning to sit down for this dinner. So you choose your target, and now it is the table. You're probably going to hate these next lines, because it's the truth no one wants to hear. But give me a moment to prove my point. This worked for me, it works for my clients, and it will work for you. If you do not try it now, you will keep on living in your cluttered, messy home and wasting your time, so you might as well try this out. You can always go back. So, step 1, the clear step. It's not tidying, it's not organizing, and definitely not cleaning. Forget those for now. It's getting stuff out. Clearing the space, literally emptying the chosen spot. Take everything out. Show no mercy. You might ask, but Henna, what should I do with this cute saucer I bought from Spain, or my grandma's tablecloth, or my son's homework, or my knitting project, or my husband's keys? I have only one answer. I'm sorry, but take it out. Clear the whole table. Trust the process. Obviously, we will not throw these items away. Keys are important, as well as the other stuff. We will use these as clues. For the time being, they need to leave the table, and they are not allowed to creep back in. This is now the most important and the heaviest step on the whole process. So pay attention, you've got this. All the valuables stuff, like keys, you need to set them close by to the table for now. So close to the place where you found them from. For some reason or another, the person leaving valuables to the table thinks they are safe and easily found there. So we will respect this thought, but just for the time being, to avoid hustle and divorce. So set the valuables to the box or basket, anything like this, close to the table. Now it is time for the next step. Step 2 is love it or let it go. You will now choose wisely during this step, and we will protect your energy. In Nordic homes, we don't fill space for the sake of it. We let things breathe. We choose quality over quantity, and we honor the silence of empty space. Now, with this thought on your mind, which of these items you love so much that you want to invest your precious time, energy, and mental health to keep these? What is so important? Choose from the items you own, but choose wisely. You are now responsible for these items. After choosing, you probably have now a couple of items that belong to someone else. Let them decide on those. But make clear that these items will not live on the kitchen table. They need to find other homes for these, if they wish to keep them. The idea behind loving and letting go is that when you have less, your life becomes more. More time, more peace, more energy, more bandwidth for important things. You deserve that. Before 2026, let's leave the clutter behind. If you are now wondering, gosh, I have so many areas I need to clear, it is impossible. Take a deep breath and pause for a while. I will share my completely free 21-day clear challenge with you in the links below. You can check that and see if that would bring you clear project plan to start with. You can always begin from the room that you are supposed to be resting in, maybe a bedroom then, or from the most annoying area. Those are typically the places to begin with. But start. Nothing is more important than that. Just start from somewhere. Maybe then the dining table. When you start, something changes. We are not aiming for perfection, but for progress. Remember, no one is safe from the clutter creep. Even now for me, when my home feels off, I start to get cranky for no reason. I know it's time to clear out the space. That's the sign. That's the fix. Step 3. Eliminate. We have now succeeded with clearing the chosen space. We have now picked the most valuable items that we wish to keep and keep on investing time and energy in. Now we will eliminate the rest. This sounds awful, I know. But what if I told you that this is like gardening? You need to pick out the plants that you know end up hurting the others. You need to pick out the ones that are too close to each other. Otherwise, none can survive. And you need to make space for the future plant to have space to grow fruits. So otherwise they won't. So there is a big thought behind this. If we do not choose our focus points, whether it is our items, loved ones, or how we spend our working days, we end up hustling all over the place. And the worst part is, we might not get anything out of our hard work. This is now the same. You will eliminate the clutter that is only dragging you down. It is still good stuff. You might donate some, pack those, or you might sell something, list them as soon as possible. But be mindful. Do you really have time and energy for that? If not, donate it. Recycle the trash. Eliminate these items out of your home. If you can't do it today, do it tomorrow. Now, some of you are unsure. I mean, really? Eliminate all the rest? For some, this is so hard. I understand. It feels unsafe. And you're right. Is it wise? What if you need it soon? I will give you another option with the items you are hesitant about. Get a box. Put these items into the box and take the box to a place where you can't see it most of the time. You may stash those items there for 1 to 3 months. If you do not use them by the deadline, donate them also. With seasonal things, you can prolong this for up to 12 months. Oh yes, we are now reaching my favorite part. This is something that many families miss. This goes without thinking and is the number one reason why your home is cluttered, even if you have moderate amount of items in it. And even those families that have found this thought are a little bit hesitant, and that is because of our human nature. They think, can we really do this? This is because we love to do things like anyone else. It brings us safety to act similar to other humans. But the problem is that our surroundings, our homes are not similar. So we need to do some variation. You can and you should do things differently. I will explain. Step 4 is arrange accessibly. You see, my friend, if you have moderate amount of belongings, most of the mess in your home isn't clutter, it's homelessness. Your keys, your purse, your kids' backpacks, your knitwear, sports equipment, they are always out because they don't have a home. You need designated spaces, and they need to be accessible, easy to use for the stuff that is mostly used. Besides this, you need to set a place for random clutter, maybe even in every room. Even a drawer for wandering stuff that you do not yet know if it will stay or go. Think of your home like a well-designed cabin. Every item has a place. Every shelf has a purpose. And the container sets the limit, not your emotions, not your habits. So you need to find the right space for right stuff. Now, the most important places are reserved for the most important stuff. That is the stuff that you value and use the most. And this is where the mistake happens. Your silverware, guest linen, or 5 different vases you have for flowers are not the stuff you should store in your living spaces. You should store them somewhere far in the end corner Since you need them only once a year, you should store your bags, sports equipment, keys, and daily or weekly used essentials like the knitwear on the places that are next to your door, in your kitchen, in the hallway, places where you are moving while you're rushing out. I once had a customer that wanted to store their clothes in the entrance cabin. And guess what? That was the best idea ever for that family for the time being. While the other adult wanted to leave for work really early hours without waking up the others. But it somehow felt strange to them since this is not something that others do. So this is how you should own your own space. It is yours. No one else can decide what is important and how you should store your essentials. But everything should have a home. That is so important. When everything has a home, tidying becomes effortless. You stop stacking, you stop dropping, and then you can start living in a non-messy home. Also then and only then the autopilot starts setting in. We have almost gone the full circle. Can you believe that? It is really this simple, but yes, it takes a lot. The 5th steps makes sure that your efforts won't be wasted. Step 5 is reset regularly. Most of us are a little bit in the habit of being messy. That is if we do not train our thoughts and organizing muscles. But habits can be changed. I have made a rule for myself. Nothing sleeps on the floor. My family knows this also. So we make sure every evening that nothing sleeps on the floor. I also empty all the tabletops at this given time during my evening resets, because I do not want to let any clutter creep in. I have been doing this over and over every day. It feels awful some days, but I have my eye on the prize. My mornings are more serene if I do this. I show up. I win the battle for the day against the clutter. And suddenly, I have become this organized person with a tidy home. This is now our normal. I and my family, we changed. In the Nordics, we used to have routine for every weekday. So Saturday was the sauna day. With this hectic everyday pace, I recommend you do this ritual every day. You choose one thing you want to reset every evening, whether it's your lunchbox, toys from the floor, or laundry folded to drawers. Pick one and stick for it at least for a month. See how your mood changes as well as your home space. Something worth 10 minutes a day. That's all it takes. You're not lazy, you're just untrained. And this is your training. Before 2026, you'll be a naturally tidier person. One important thought for the rest of the family: let them follow when it's their time. This is now about you first. Save your energy, focus on your own doing, lead by example. Your family will follow eventually. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about peace. It's for practice. If you have a heavy day, turn to the peace. Do not force this. There is always tomorrow and a new try. It's about reclaiming your time, your energy, and your confidence. It's about clearing out the home so that it feels like a Nordic sunrise. Quiet, beautiful, and full of promise. You can do this. We can all do this. Let's own our own spaces again. If this resonates, please hit like, subscribe, and share this with somebody who's ready to choose peace over possessions. Download the 21-day clear challenge from the description below. I will leave a link for you. That way you can keep track of your progress and motivate yourself towards the change. Sign up for my newsletter to enjoy easy access to all my freebies, and I will personally help you with your change towards unmessy, clear home.